This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Against the Twins. Bill Weber has a report from the pit area as the cars come in.
And that would be Jeff Bodine, and he has shut off the QVC Ford, and it just sounded awful in the motor compartment when he pulled in. So he's here, hoods up. He's not going to win today as the leaders go by. Jeff Bodine on pit road. This day started off bad, and it's just gotten worse for Bodine.
It would be too bad because Jeff Bodine had a problem last week in the QVC Ford, engine problem, so 2 weeks in a row.
Picked himself up a good draft. We understand the 22 car of Ward Burton maybe is slowing down.
Well, yes, he is.
Yes, he's down on the inside of the racetrack. He's had a great run going. Now, it's a little early for a scheduled pit stop.
And he would not have stopped going in the third corner, Ned. He would have waited, coming off 4 and slammed on the brakes. So obviously something amiss on the MBNA Pontiac. Oh, you see that smoke coming out the exhaust pipe. That's not good news.
Not at all.
It's like a burned piston on the 22 car.
So the guy who also had a top 10 finish in the only other restrictor plate this year, Ward Burton, he finished 8th at Daytona, is in the pits. Bill, what's wrong?
They believe it is a burned piston. Ward's in, the hood's up. The crew underneath, they're going to put fuel in the car, but they believe Ward Burton has burned a piston. They're going to try and check here. The MBNA Pontiac sits on pit road, and another team with a disappointing afternoon here at Talladega.
Had some very good runs. And
there's another car in the pits. Is that Steve Grissom also?
Yes, it is. And there's a report of oil on the racetrack.
And the NASCAR official looking under the car to see if he does see some oil.
If so, the caution will be thrown.
The car, the AC Delco car, trying to pass the 60. The Winn-Dixie car. Earnhart was in the truck coaching him.
That's right. So now he takes his own advice here. Here's the interval. You can see how tight they are. A little over a half second separating the top 5.
Saw Morgan Shepherd and Ricky Craven just get up there out of their way and let them go at it. They're running in 27th and 28th position, just went 2 laps down.
Coming down for 7 laps to go.
Tony Furr has been selected as the Western Auto Mechanic of the race. Car. John Andretti is in 4th position. He started on the pole.
John has run a good, smart race here today. Stayed right up there with the leaders all day and in position to win.
You've been wondering what's going on in the second pack. Not a great deal. That's the interval from the back of the first pack to the front of the second pack.
And that Terry, what we're talking about, the second pack, is Terry Labonte and Jimmy Spencer. The cars that are running, there they are. Labonte and Spencer. They're catching them, but they've got to catch them and pass them in just 6 laps. It'll be very difficult to get Mark Martin by.
This will complete lap number 182. There it is, 6 laps to go. Here's Jerry.
Yesterday in happy hour, Mark Martin and Dale Earnhardt went out and hooked up a couple of times in a draft to see who was going to be the strongest. I happened to be standing on the Jack Roush truck beside Steve Mill, and both times Mark Martin tried to hold off the 3 car, and Earnhardt made a move in turn 3, came down low in turn 4, and zipped on by. Both times Martin tried to hold him off but couldn't, and then Mark cued the radio and said, man, that 3 car is strong.
Well, we're on record speed. You're watching the fastest NASCAR Winston Cup race in history. The record set in 1985 by Bill Elliott is about to go in the record books as an outdated record because the average speed right now is 188.175. And there are 5 laps to go.
That was before the days of the restrictor plates.
Yep. 10 years ago, the bad crash by Bobby Allison occurred, which forced NASCAR to put on the restrictor plate. So that was before the plates came along. Down the backstretch, everybody staying in line here with 4.5 circuits to go. There's the second pack. They're in single file now. Rusty Wallace has taken the Miller Lite 4 behind the wall.
They're going to have to really be organized to catch that group in front of them.
Well, guys, experts, when do you make your move?
I think Earnhardt's been trying to make the move. I think a couple of laps ago when he came off turn 4 down the backstretch, I think that's when he tried to make the move.
Yeah, I don't think you want to wait till that last lap slingshot deal like we used to see in this business. I don't think it works as well now. But the wheels are turning.
Last week at Sears Point, Mark Martin won for the first time in 42 races. The last time Mark Martin won a race prior to last week was in Charlotte in 1994. And you know when he won before that? The week before at North Wilkesboro.
Jerry Punch.
Talk about keeping your sense of humor. That time by, Mark Martin came to the radio and said, guys, I got two GM cars behind me. I got no help, so I'm going to tighten these seatbelts as tight as I can get them.
And Earnhardt looks both ways. Outside, inside. No move yet. There'll be 2 to go when they hit the line.
And that second group has caught up to them now. Terry Labonte has just gradually moved right up there. They got a little momentum going as they draft up on them. I doubt if it'll be momentum enough to get to the front, but it might get Terry Labonte a few positions.
And there's no slow cars in front to create a problem for anyone, I don't think. Kenny Wallace is the next car, but he does have some drafting help. I don't think these cars will catch him in the next lap and a half.
Now the Bud car and the 31 car, they're a lap down. Ricky Craven and Mike Skinner. They're being shown in the 16th. Well, the Bud car's 2 laps down, actually.
All right, they come through corner number 4. Into the tri-oval. The start-finish line, of course, is down toward turn 1. And the white flag is about to come out. 1 lap to go for Mark Martin. Earnhardt's right behind him, then Bobby Labonte, then John Andretti and Jeff Gordon.
And Doyle Ford, for the last time at Talladega, waves the white. He announced today he's retiring after the Coca-Cola 600. What can they do? Here they come. Backstretch, last lap.
Let's see what movement someone makes, if any. Earnhardt takes no action at the moment. Everybody's staying in line.
Yeah, he's got it to the full board, Bob. I don't know what he can do.
Now he looks to the inside slightly in turn number 3, but there isn't a great deal he can do. He has to stay tucked in behind Mark Martin. They come through turn number 3, headed for turn number 4. Now on to the tri-oval. Earnhardt looks to the inside. Jeff Gordon is going outside, now inside. No moves here as Mark Martin comes down and makes it 2 in a row. Martin wins the Winston 500. Earnhardt, Bobby Labonte, John Andretti, and Jeff Gordon finished in that order. Mark Martin started 18th. It's his 20th NASCAR Winston Cup career victory and his 2nd win at Talladega and 2nd in a row. And look at this scramble to the line. Jerry Punch.
Well, Jimmy Finnick just got an order.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This has been a presentation of ABC Sports, recognized around the world as the leader in sports television.